Yes, good morning, Orgo. Welcome to the class. Good morning, Aditya. I guess my voice is audible to all of you. Can you all listen to me properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I welcome both of you to the live class. I will be discussing business letter. Particularly, I will be discussing placing an order. Okay, that is very important for your exam. I think Shomollo also joined us right now. Yes, good morning, Shomollo. Welcome to the class.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I will be discussing business letter. I will be discussing placing an order. I hope I have already shared the message in both WhatsApp as well as in Google Classroom. So hereby I am sharing the screen with all of you. Make sure you all can see the screen. Yes, very good morning, Shayondeep. Welcome to the class.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, I guess the screen is visible to all of you. Now I will be displaying you the content. Yes, just a minute. Let me enlarge it a bit. Yes, so it is visible to all of you. Business letters, instructions and guidelines. Can you all see it? Please confirm me. Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So
Yes, sir.
okay, thank you everyone. So let us continue with this. Normally in this exam you will be getting MCQ type questions, but having said that, you have to know what business letters are all about, and you have to follow some necessary instructions as well as some necessary guidelines. Okay, what you have to follow, how you have to write, okay, how the format has to be written, all these things you have to know, right? So in that case, let us start from the very beginning only. Let us start from the scratch. Okay, so I am scrolling a bit down. Okay, see, it is written business letters. Now what exactly is business letter? That one we have to know, that we are talking about business letters, but what actually is business letter? That one we have to know first. So business letters are mainly letters written from one organization to another for official purpose. Now it is basically written related to official purpose, and remember one thing, it is written in a very serious tone. Okay, and not only it is written in a very serious tone, it is brief and to the point also. So what are business letters? What we learn, they are letters written from one organization to another for official purposes. It is considered a more serious form of communication and helps serve as written proof. Remember, it is written in a very serious manner, in a very serious tone, and in a very polite manner also. And basically these letters are used for business transaction. Okay, the content is written in a very serious manner. It is clear. Okay, the content is lucid. Okay, written in a very simple but serious manner, and it is brief as well as it is to the point. So we can say that it is considered a more serious form of communication and helps serve as written proof. Okay, now types of business letter. Order placing letter, this one I will be discussing with you. There is a complaint letter also, inquiry letter also, letter for asking or giving information. These things I will be discussing later. Okay, so order placing letter, that is placing an order. So this is the thing that I will be, this is the topic from business letter that I will be discussing with all of you in the class. Now normally in a subjective question from business letter, or rather to say specifically if you want to say placing an order, it is of 5 marks. Okay, the format consists of 1 marks content consists of 2 marks, expression consists of 2 marks, but you will be getting MCQ type questions, so the weightage will be 1 marks each. Okay, but when you will be writing subjective answers, remember it is of 5 marks actually. The format, content and expression, each division I have shown here, the weightage I have shown here. I guess the weightage is visible to all of you. Okay, wait, I guess there is someone on the line. Yes, Shomodeep joined us right now. Good morning, Shomodeep. Welcome to the class.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Okay, Shomodeep, it is visible to you? This one, business letters?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So when you will be having subjective questions, definitely you will be appearing for subjective examination also, though the next examination will be MCQ objective, but when there will be a subjective, okay, examination, and when you have to write an answer related with business letter, remember it is of 5 marks. The format will consist of 1 marks, content 2 marks, expression 2 marks. Now what are the things, dear students, you have to remember? I am talking about particularly related with placing an order, because that is my topic of discussion, as you all know by this time. So sender's address, that is to be written at the very beginning. Okay, number 1 you can give, or remember sender's address. Now remember, there are something that you have to follow. These are the guidelines. Do not use a comma after the address. Remember it, dear students, because these things won't be repeated again and again. So whenever it is repeated, try to memorize it, try to understand it properly, that you should not use a comma after the address. If the address is not given in the question, you are required to make your fictitious address. Remember one thing, if address is not given in the question, nothing to worry. In that case, you have an extra responsibility. And what is that extra responsibility? The extra responsibility is that you have to give any fictitious address. Okay, wait, I guess there is someone on the line. Let me allow. Yes, good morning, Mohanjit. Welcome to the class. Yes, so let us move on. So if no address is given, as I was referring to this point, you have to give your own fictitious address. And also don't use sender's name here. No need to use, no need to give, no need to write sender's name. Okay, leave a line. Okay, then after that what you will be doing, leave a line. 1 line will be enough. After that, since it is a business letter, reference number is very important, because without reference number the business letter is invalid. Okay, dear students, so a proper reference number is required. See, reference number is only part of a business letter, as organizations communicate with each other on letterhead. Remember, reference number is very important, because see, written reference number is only part of a business letter, as organizations communicate with each other on letterhead. So remember, you are required to make your fictitious reference number. Reference number, wait, I guess there is someone. Yes, Vishwajit joined us right now. Vishwajit, good morning. Yes, so as I was saying about reference number may not be given in the question. Sometimes it is given, rare occasion. If it is not given, you have to create your fictitious reference number, because remember, I will be showing you some examples that will make it very clear to you all. Remember, reference number is very important, it is a must. Okay, so that is the second one. First one, sender's address. Next one, reference number. Again you leave a line. Third one, the important one, is date. After writing date, you again leave a line. Remember, only 1 line you will be leaving. Then receiver's address. After receiver's address, again you leave a line. Then you have to write the subject. Okay, then you have to leave another line. Okay, then you have to refer either sir or ma'am. Remember, do not put comma. So these are the things you have to remember. Though obviously you will be solving MCQ type questions only at this point of time, but later when you will be writing your board exams, or when you will be doing the subjective paper, when you will be solving the subjective paper, okay, then you have to follow all these steps, and these are the techniques that you have to remember. Okay, so what are the steps? See, initially sender's address, number 1, then reference number as I told you, then date, then receiver's address, that is very important, then subject, then sir oblique ma'am. Okay, remember, do not put comma here. Okay, it will be a blunder then. Okay, then you see body. Now what you have to write in the body of a business letter that is related with placing an order. Okay, by the way, can you all see the content? It is visible to all of you? Can you all see it? Bishujit, Orko, Mohanjit, can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now the body is very important. See, first of all, in the body you have to know something about the introduction. What you have to write, how you will introduce or how you will start. Okay, see, in the first paragraph you have to introduce yourself, or you have to give the hint that you had earlier interacted with the person. See, in a business, professionalism is maintained, and the letter, as I told you, it is written in a very serious manner, polite manner, yet in a very serious manner. So to the point, the content should be to the point, it should be brief. So if you are interacting with a businessman for the very first time with the help of a letter, or through a letter, through a business letter, then obviously you have to give your introduction. Or if you had earlier interacted with him, then you have to give him a hint. Okay, so that is all about introduction. Mainly in the first paragraph you have to do this. Okay, next one you see, informative paragraph. Now the second paragraph, first paragraph already you have given your intro, or if you have met with that person, obviously you have given him a hint, right? Now in the second paragraph that we call informative paragraph, this is the second paragraph in which you have to give the details and purpose of writing the letter, why you are writing the letter. Okay, what is the main purpose? You have to give the thorough details, that what is, this is my purpose, this is the reason I am writing the letter. So you have to give the details and the purpose of writing the letter. Okay, now conclusion paragraph, I guess you all can see it. This will be the last paragraph of your letter. Remember, this is the last paragraph. You have to conclude by asking some action, giving suggestions, or just simply like hoping for good business relations. Now conclusion part, you should not be careless regarding this, because just like the introduction and the body has been given equal importance, remember the conclusion also should be given equal importance. Now while you are concluding, now based on your topic on which you are writing the business letter, you can offer suggestions also. You can simply like hoping for good business relations. Okay, that one also it can be written properly. Or if there is some urgency, then obviously you have to request, okay, in a polite manner, that the businessman from the other end will be taking some action regarding it. Okay, then finally thanking you, then again you have to leave a line. But remember, dear students, one important thing, yours truly, the second word after yours should always begin with a small letter. Okay, you can write truly, sincerely. Either you write sincerely or you write truly. But remember, after yours, the second letter, okay, that means whether you are writing truly or whether you are writing sincerely, it should begin with a small letter. That one you have to remember. Okay, now name, designation, you have to give your name. Designation, if it is given in the question, then only you mention, otherwise not needed. Leave a line, okay, and enclosure, for example, advance payment demand draft. If you want to give some advance payment, maybe 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 as a demand draft, so that one you can mention in the enclosure part. After writing enclosure, here you can mention that one, that you are paying that organization or you are paying to that firm some money in advance, so that one you have to write properly. Okay, now some more necessary instructions I will be discussing with you all, but up to this, is there any doubt in your mind? You can ask me. Is there any confusion? Is there any doubt, or is it clear to all of you? Okay, fine. So now you see some necessary instructions are there. It is very interesting business letter. If you can follow properly the materials that I am giving, MCQ type questions will be easy. Today also I have given MCQ type questions, 15 MCQ type questions I have given related with business letter. So it depends on your common sense, and let's see how many of you can score 15 out of 15. It will be a self evaluation also on your part. So listen to all the instructions I am giving, that will help you. Now suppose you have to place an order of various sports items for the annual sports day of your school. Suppose you are the librarian, or suppose you are the physical education instructor. Okay, so you have to place an order related with various sports items for the annual sports day of your school. This type of questions are very important. If you go on scrounging the CBSE test papers, you will get questions like this. So if you get a question like this, or if you have to do that, you have to place an order related with various sports items for the annual sports day of your school. So for that you will look for traders who deal with sports items. Of course you will be not dealing with booksellers. Of course you will be dealing with those traders or those businessmen who actually deals with sports items. Okay, so this type of the ideas you should actually frame out. Now suppose after that, what you will do, then you will send the letter to various traders asking for their quotation price. That is the list of items that they offer with their price. Okay, then obviously you will be sending the letter. Suppose you found 5 traders are there, they are very popular in selling sports items, so you will be writing letter to them, obviously in order to know the market price of the of those sports items as they are selling, at which market price you will get to know. Obviously the traders will reply to you with their quotations. Quotations means with their base price. Okay, what are the prices of the sports items, obviously they will be replying to you. Then what you will do, then after examining all the quotations, suppose you are satisfied with the quotation of ABC trader. Suppose I told you 5 traders are there who deal specially with sports items. You have written to 5 of them. Okay, so obviously they have replied you back, and with all their base prices, okay, of the items and all this. So you will be examining all the quotations, and after that you will be satisfied with one trader. Okay, out of these 5 you will be selecting one. Suppose you have selected ABC traders, then what you will do, so you decide to place your order with them, obviously because you are satisfied with their market price. Okay, so you write them this order placing letter with your sender's address. Obviously you will be highlighting the school name because you are the physical education instructor of the school. So on behalf of the school you are placing the order. Obviously the reference number of the school or the organization or firm has to be given. because you are sending the letter, and remember, without the reference number it has no value as such. So in the first few lines you remind them that you received their quotation in a letter with a certain reference number. See, directly you should not start. There are some rules that you have to follow, okay, that are followed in the world of business. You have to remind them that previously you had sent a quotation and you received their quotation and you are very satisfied with their quotation in the sense that you are satisfied with the prices that they had kept for the sports items. So give them a hint that previously you had communicated via business letter. Give them a hint, then you start. Here the reference number of the trader's firm will come, because in this case you will be referring to their earlier sent letter. Obviously at that time you will be referring to the reference number in which that particular ABC traders had contacted you. So you will be highlighting that reference number. Remember, without reference number nothing is applicable. So you will be highlighting that number, that yes, I got a very positive quotation from your firm, and here is your reference number, I am giving it for your convenience. So that one you have to refer, right? Now see, then you will tell them that their prices have been approved by your firm or school or organization, or you find their prices appropriate. So you wish to place an order for various items with them. So obviously you will be referring that you are very satisfied, and you on behalf of your school authorities, they are also very satisfied, and the prices seem to be very appropriate. So obviously you wish to place an order for various sports items with them. So in this way you have to do. But remember, now what are the things required? Okay, you will have to make the box you can make, or columns also you can make. Serial number you have to give, name of the item you have to give, brand you have to give, quantity you have to give. Okay, now see, there is one important thing you have to remember. Don't include the price, and it was already mentioned in the quotation letter that they had sent. Again, you don't have to mention the price, because previously they have given from their part a quotation letter where related to the sports items they satisfied all your queries, okay, by mentioning the prices. So you don't have to repeat that one again. Okay, after giving the details of the item, you will tell your conditions like delivery date, right to cancel the order, etc. you feel are relevant. Obviously if the delivery date passes by, if they cross the delivery date, then obviously you can cancel the order and all this. Okay, what is your appropriate delivery date when it will be given to your organization or firm or school? So that one you have to mention. Okay, these are the professional things that you have to mention. Then obviously the mode of payment, okay, and obviously you can ask for a discount also. These are the business dealings, right? You can also mention that if they want any further details regarding the order, they can contact you. Obviously you will be mentioning that if there is any queries from their part, obviously they can surely contact you. You will now you will conclude the letter on a hopeful and positive note, and finally you will conclude the letter on a hopeful and a positive note. Okay, suppose now I guess up to this it is clear. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt anywhere? This is the 12 points, 12 golden points that you have to remember. Is there any doubt? Any questions from your part? Yes, any questions? Yes, Argho, Shayandip, Mohanjit, Vishwajit, any questions on your part, or is it clear to all of you? Shall I move on? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now you see,
Yes.
okay, fine. See, one sample I have given to you. This will make it very clear what exactly I referred with the help of the 12 golden points that I gave a bit earlier. So see, it is written example or sample of letter for placing an order. Okay, this is something very important. See, you are the sports secretary, suppose, okay, of XYZ public school, New Delhi. Subjective questions will be like this. If you see the NCERT sample paper, subjective questions are framed in this manner only. You are the sports secretary of XYZ public school, New Delhi. As the sports day of your school is coming next month, you are required to place an order for various sports items to ABC Private Limited, New Delhi. So exactly what we have discussed, this question is entirely related to that. Annual sports day is about to commence next month. So obviously you are the sports secretary, and you will be sending an order, or you will be placing an order for various sports items to that particular business organization whose quotation satisfied you, that is ABC Private Limited, New Delhi. Now how you will proceed? See, XYZ Public School, New Delhi, India, reference number has to be given. Okay, see, this is the reference number. This way you have to create. Reference number won't be given in the question paper. Sometimes it is given, but most of the occasion you have to create a fictitious reference number. Then obviously see the date. I have given a future date, 20th March 2022. Then obviously whom you are writing, that one has to be mentioned. See, the sales manager. Then obviously see, in the question only it is given ABC Private Limited, New Delhi. Okay, so obviously from there only you can write ABC Private Limited, New Delhi. Subject you can write order placement for various sports items. This is something very, very important. Order placement for various sports items. Now after writing this, then you have to start. Okay, how will you proceed? See, this is in with reference to your letter. Obviously this particular reference was given by that business organization earlier when you asked for quotation. This one also you have to create. This is also a fictitiously you have to create this one. Now this is a hint. In order to make that firm or organization, remember that you had previously you had communicated with the help of a letter. Okay, so that reference number that was been given to you by that particular organization with whom you are about to deal related with the sports items, that reference number you have to mention here. Okay, dated 25th February, then obviously 2022. In that letter a quotation from your firm was received by us. Okay, this is the reference number of the quotation. This one already you have mentioned. We are feeling great pleasure to inform you that your prices have been approved by the management. Obviously that is the reason now you are sending the letter, so that you can get the items from them. Okay, and so we wish to place the order of the following sports items. Now what are the sports items you need? Remember the quantity, and obviously you have to give the serial number. You have to mention the names of the sports items. Okay, see, I have given here. You can make a column like this. It is visible to all of you, this column, serial number, name of the item, brand and quantity. Is it visible? Can you all see it? I guess it is visible. So basket,
Yes, sir.
okay, basketball, brand Nivea. Okay, quantity how many you require? 20. You have to be very specific, because whenever you are attempting business letter, you have to be very professional, you have to be very specific, you have to write brief, precise and to the point. Okay, cricket bat, brand is SG, quantity 15. Cricket ball SG, again quantity 15. Football Nike, quantity 10. Okay, so this type of columns you have to prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Serial number, name of item, brand and quantity. Now after this is over, you scroll down. See what is written. Unnecessary things should be totally avoided. You have to be very serious in whatever you are writing. Okay. This is a mistake I have done here. It will be 2022. Okay, just you rectify it. Okay, please note that this equipment required urgently before, then you will be mentioning a date, as our school will be celebrating 21st annual sports day the following week. In case of any fluctuation in delivery, we reserve the right to cancel the whole consignment or order. Now obviously that one also you will be making clear that if there is a delay, then obviously you have the right to cancel the order. That one clearly and specifically you have to mention while you are about to place an order. Okay, so finally you see how to end. With this letter, we are enclosing a demand draft of rupees 10,000 as an advance payment. I told you that where you have to write that enclosure part, see, it will be written down. The rest of the amount shall be paid on receiving the order after deduction of 10% discount offered by you in the quotation letter. Okay, so rest of the amount will be paid, okay, after the items were delivered to the school and after 10% deduction that was offered from the point of view of that particular business firm. Okay, that one also you will be mentioned in the letter. Okay, because 10% discount was already mentioned in the quotation letter, so obviously 10% discount has to be given. That one also you will be mentioning. Finally you see, hoping for good business relations, yours truly. See, after yours, okay, this one T is in small letter, PQR. Okay, or you can give any name or you can write it in this way also, no problem. Head Sports Department, XYZ Public School, New Delhi, and here S1 you correct, you can make it caps. Okay, do please make it in caps. And finally enclosure, only one enclosure is there, demand draft or rupees 10,000. That one you will be mentioning. The rest of the amount will be paid when the goods will be delivered, and regarding the discount issue, that one also will be adjusted. So this is in this way you have to write business letter. Okay, I am showing you some more examples. Is this clear to all of you regarding placing an order? Because I am discussing with placing an order only. Is there any doubt at the back of your mind? You can ask me. Or is it clear to all of you? Is it clear? Have you all understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I am showing you some more examples. But first of all, let me show you the format. This is the format. Don't worry, I will be sharing these materials also. In Google Classroom already shared, in WhatsApp I will be sharing also. Placing order format: address, given, date, reference number, then the manager, M you can make it caps, name of the company, address of the company, dear sir, dear madam, then subject, body of the letter has to be mentioned, reference to quotation dated, that one has to be mentioned. You have seen that I have given a reference related to their quotation, that one has to be mentioned. It should be given as a hint. List of the requirements or items to be ordered, date on which delivery is required, mode of payment, that one also has to be made, whether you will be paying it by demand draft or check, whatever it is, that one has to be clearly mentioned, because that is very important in a business letter. And remember, items to be in good condition and as per requirement. Okay, yours faithfully. Finally, name and designation you will be writing. So this is the placing order format. Okay, you have to remember step by step what are the things you have to note down. Okay, and in case of MCQ type question also, knowledge is important. If you have the core concept, good concept about business letter, then only you will be able to solve the MCQs with the correct option. Okay, so it is important. It is not that you are not getting any subjective question, so don't be so casual, because in order to solve the MCQs you have to totally know about business letters. Okay, now one example is there, because I have given 5 examples. So let me see, I may not be explaining all, but definitely one I have already explained in that sample. I am explaining again another one. Suppose you are Neeraj or Neeraja Shekhar, principal, Vasant Public School, Pune. your school has just started a music department. Write a letter to the manager of Melody House. Okay, so maybe the quotation of Melody House was very impressive, so you decided to do business transaction with this particular business unit, that is Melody House Pune, wholesale suppliers of musical instruments, placing an order for musical instruments for the school. Okay, so wholesale suppliers of musical instruments, so you are placing an order to them. Ask for a discount on the catalog prices. Obviously, since you are purchasing some of the musical instruments, okay, in a bulk order, so obviously you are asking for a discount. And I hope you have seen the word limit. It is 120 to 150. Remember, every time the word limit in case of business letter, it is 120 to 150. If there are some changes later, if there are any changes made, I will let you know. For the time being, you remember it is 120 to 150. Now how will you proceed, dear students? That is something important. I haven't left a space here. This one line gap is there, just consider it in that way. Vasant Public School, Vasant Nagar, Pune. If you want to write the pin code in this way, you can write. Okay, just as I shown you. In many CBSE reference books, you will be finding like this. It is written 2nd March 2022. Then obviously it will be written to the manager of the Melody House. So see, the manager, Melody House, Shivaji Nagar, again Pune. You can give this type of symbols. That is appropriate. Okay, in case of writing the pin code, in place of that you can give symbols like this. So how will you proceed? Dear sir, subject order for musical instruments. See, we wish to place an order for musical instruments for our school's newly started music department. Unnecessary things you won't be writing. You will be writing entirely to the point. So at the very beginning only you are making it very clear what is your purpose of writing the business letter. See, we wish to place an order for musical instrument for our school's newly started music department. The details of the order are as follows. What are the things you require? You can make a column, or you can write it in this way. I guess it is visible to all of you. 2 columns are prepared: name of the musical instruments and quantity. Sitar 2, okay, drum set 2, guitar 3. This thing you can create on your own. It is not that I have given the numbers like this, you have to write exactly this. You can change it according to your wish. Tabla 6, piano 1, violin 4, and flute 10. Okay, so these are the things you require. Now see, kindly find enclosed a check. Okay, check number you give, then obviously the date is there, for rupees 50,000 drawn on XYZ bank, being the advance payment against the above order. So you are delivering, giving a check of 50,000. You are mentioning the check number, and you are mentioning that from which bank it has been withdrawn. Okay, that is, or the check is related to which bank. It is XYZ bank. You can write it in this way. So you are requested to have the above items neatly packed and sent through your own transport. The delivery should be made within 1 month of recipient of this order by your company. So within 1 month you need all these things should be delivered to your school, and you are the principal. Okay, any doubt? Yes
sir, if the name of the bank is written, then we have to, sir, write the bank name.
Bank name you can write like this only. You can write ABC Bank or XYZ Bank. Bank name may not be written in the question. These things you have to improvise on your own. And my suggestion is that instead of writing Union Bank or State Bank, it is better you write like this. Okay, the bank name like XYZ Bank, okay, or ABC Bank, like that. Check number like this, you can create a fictitious check number. You can write it in this way. Bank name may not be given. This thing you have to improvise on your own, that the check has been is related to this bank, so that one also you have to mention. Okay, now whether you are paying with the help of a check or whether you are paying with the help of a demand draft, that one also you have to mention as exactly I have mentioned here. Okay, any doubt? Any more doubt? Okay, so let us move on then. You are requested to have the above items neatly packed and sent through your own transport. Okay, remember 1 month time you have given. After that the order can be cancelled, that one also you have to mention. Okay, see, the item shall be delivered to the school in perfect condition. The balance amount should be paid by check within a week of the recipient of the above goods by us. We would request you to give us the trade discount on the catalog prices. Obviously, what are the discount related with the trade discount related with the catalog prices? You wanted a list of that, and the rest of the amount will be given with the help of a check. Okay, and obviously within 1 month it has to be sent to the school. After that it is liable for cancellation. Okay, that one if you want you can mention it, just like I have mentioned in my previous letter. So finally you will be writing yours faithfully, then you will be writing Neeraj Shekhar. Obviously the name is given in the question. Then obviously you will be writing the designation. Remember, as I told you, designation you will be mentioning only if it is mentioned in the question, and if I am not mistaken, designation is already mentioned here, isn't it? So since designation is mentioned in the question, so there is no harm in mentioning it at the very end. So you will be writing principal. Okay, so that is it. In this way you have to do, whether you are paying with the help of bank draft, then also you have to mention it. If you are paying with the help of a check, the check is of how much, 50,000, 20,000, what is the amount, that one also have to be mentioned. So which bank check is of which bank, that one also you have to mention. And then you have to mention that the items are to be neatly packed and should be sent to you, and the delivery should be made within 1 month of recipient of the order. Okay, and the 50,000 already you are paying as advance. The remaining money you will be paying within a week, okay, of the recipient of the above goods by us. So within a week the remaining money will be paid. Okay, and will be paid by check. That one you will be clearly mentioning. And if you want, you can also add one line that it is liable for cancellation if within 1 month it is not given. But in that case, dear students, you have to check the word limit, whether the word limit is favoring you, you please mention it. Okay, and finally this thing is important, this thing you have to mention. We would request you to give us the trade discount on the catalog prices. You want the discount, that one has to be given to you related with the catalog prices. So now that discount can be 15%, it can be 20%, it can be 10% also. Okay, so finally you will be writing yours faithfully. Then obviously the name of the principal is written. You can select any name, and then the designation has to be mentioned at the very end. Okay, so any doubt with this, or is it clear to all of you? I have explained 2 examples. Okay, 4 more are there. Please go through it, and if there is any doubt, let me know about it. And please do the 15 MCQs that I have given. Think on that, study the materials that I have given, then you proceed in doing it. Okay, that in Google form. I will be sharing the link in due course of time, by today itself. Okay, up to this, is there any doubt, dear students, or is it okay with you? Have you all understood whatever been discussed? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you.